After a tour of a detention center in Clint, Texas last week, U.S. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez criticized the conditions inside.
No woman should ever be locked up in a pen when they have done no harm to another human being. They should be given water. They should be given basic access to human rights.
News reports and an internal Border Patrol report focused attention on overcrowding and prolonged detention of migrants. The acting head of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, Kevin McAleenan, said on ABC's This Week his agency is doing what it can to cope with the migrants who have entered the U.S. just this year.
We've had over 500,000 people cross our southern border. The predominant crossings are made by family units, unaccompanied children, and then single adults.
McAleenan said reports of unsanitary conditions and inadequate food and water were unsubstantiated. He listed steps taken to improve the detention centers.
So we've done a tremendous amount. Since December 30th, when we last talked about this, we had 20 medical providers in our facilities, border-wide. Now we have over 200. We've built soft-sided temporary facilities. These are spaces that are much more appropriate, high ceilings, more room for children and families.
I mean, what I saw was a number of people at 14, up to 14 in one area, sleeping on the floors. A number of them saying they don't bathe within 15 days.
Representative Rashida Tlaib was part of a congressional delegation that toured the Clint, Texas border station last week.
I mean, I don't know how to explain to people what we saw when we're explaining to people, and they're kind of looking back and saying, well, that can't be true. I said, but we were all there.
Congress recently approved the release of $4.6 billion in emergency funds. Much of it meant to improve conditions for migrant children and families in border detention facilities. Marcus Harton, VOA News, Washington.